What's up, Internet? I've got some splaining to do. Alright, guys. Sorry to leave you hanging like that. I said I was taking a day off of the day to day, and oddly enough, that killed the series for me. Um, the reason I'd started the series in the first place was because I was noticing in my workday, I was just like getting distracted with things, and I had nothing to hold me accountable because I'm the only person here. I don't have a boss unless we count my wife, and she doesn't pay attention to the business side of things. Um, so I was just like having days when I'd play Magic the Gathering online, and it's just like there's no money in that. Or I'd be watching YouTube videos, and like I'd go through like 5 or 6 YouTube videos, and I'd be like, I haven't listed anything. I've got piles of stuff for Amazon back there, haven't listed it, stuff like that. So I did the day to day to kind of keep myself accountable, because you figure you speak it into existence. You don't want to shit talk, so you say it at the beginning of the video, and hopefully you've done it by the end of the video, kind of thing. Well, that's really good. The thing is, it got me to the point where I was doing that. But between computer issues and just the fact that editing a video is going to take at least like an hour of my time between making the thumbnail, uploading it, and all that other stuff, I might do something more regularly in the future. I had a good suggestion from my friend Carl about doing live streams of just like, hey, I'm doing some work and, oh, hey, look at what I found, kind of thing. But that's not going to be, I would say, digestible in a, like, hey, I want to watch a quick video of what Cory found recently. Because it would be like, hey, look at him scrub the corrosion out of this Wiimote for, 5 minutes, and then, oh, he shows some NES games that he picked up, kind of thing. But this video here today, now that I've rambled for 2 minutes, is a video I'm shooting because in the last year or so, I've had some really, really good finds that did not get recorded. And I didn't want to make the same mistake I did with, like, say, my Pokemon haul video, or Pokemon haul that never had a video, where I got basically all the Pokemon games complete for $40 total, which today is ridiculous. It was easily my best find ever, and it's not in video. But if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it back then. Anyway, rambling. That's what I do. I wanted to show you guys what I've picked up recently. I'm going to save the best for last, because I think that's what you just end up doing on YouTube. I went to the garage sales this weekend. It's actually Sunday when I'm recording this. I don't know when you're going to see this, maybe today. This board game I picked up, for his price, I probably should have left it behind, but it looks interesting. It's supposedly sort of like a Ticket to Ride clone, is what he described it as. It looks interesting enough. He wanted 15. I asked if he would take 10. I'm okay paying $10 for a board game sight unseen. At the very least, that's the shipping cost on eBay, so better to pay $10 in person than ever purchase it online. I don't even know where I'm putting things. I'm just going to throw that on the floor, I guess. A few other things. I actually just saw these things sitting up there, so I might as well show them in a video, because why not? Alright, I have a random assortment of stuff that I've picked up recently. Some of this is from Ted. Some of it is from your boy, Roaming Dan. Some of it is some thrift store stuff. Let's get into it. From Ted, he was getting rid of some of his Switch games. He's mostly switching over to digital, I think. for the pricing, because like you figure for a limited run game, it's gonna cost you like $30 after shipping if you're lucky and get it when it comes out, something like that. If you buy it digitally, it's like $2, so or whatever, like depending on what the sale is. Like it's ridiculous. So he's getting rid of some stuff. We got Horizon Chase Turbo, one of the many covers. Ninja Saviors, Return of the Warriors, Tales of Vesperia, which I'm surprised I did not have. Valkyria Chronicles 4. Yeah, I think that was it I got from Ted. From Danny, this was... I feel like we had a trade, but with Danny, Rob, and I, Rob Mitchell, the video game hoarder, Dan, Roaming Dan, and myself, we have like this ongoing like trades with each other that I don't think we ever really figure out who owes what, who. We just, if we have something for somebody, we give it to them, kind of thing. I don't know. I mentioned I needed this game. He actually came across NES games from a local dealer, I think, up in Canada, like over a year ago. He's had these games for me forever. And this is Robocop 2. I believe it's complete. It's in really nice shape. I don't believe I had this at all, so it was a nice addition to the collection. Yeah, I think I see a manual in there. I'm not going to take it out. It's too much work, and this video is going to run long anyway, so we don't need to see me fumble with a Robocop box for, you know, an extra 30 seconds. This is Growlancer Generations, however you want to say it. I found this at one of my thrift stores, Goodwill, for like $2 or $3 back in the day, like maybe legitimately 4 years ago, at least 4 years ago. But it was always missing. I think it was disc 2, or was it disc? I think it was disc 2. And Danny, I don't know how he had it or how he got it. He got disc 2 for me. I don't remember how, but he sent that along with the Robocop 2. And I finally have this complete. I know it came with like a bigger outer box or whatever. Odd thing is, with the actual regular packaging, this is a hard case to close for some reason with 2 discs in there. I don't know if they messed it up when they made it or if they it's like warped or something. I don't know, but it's like really thick and hard to close. I think this is another game from Ted. Enter the Gungeon. I probably picked that up from him. Probably separate from the other games. I think I got games from him on 2 different occasions. One of the reasons that I'd really like to move out of the house that we're in now and move somewhere else, buy our own house, with hopefully more game rooms / office space, is because I've lately been getting into other collecting. As you can see up here, I don't just collect video games. I have a pretty good board game collection up there. If you can see way back there above my Switch games, I have a nearly complete Goosebumps collection that's been thrifted only. And that stuff takes up space. Like for instance, I always told myself I wanted to read the I don't know how to say this title. The Silmarillion from Tolkien. It was his first book. I actually noticed that I never saw this in thrift stores. You can go into pretty much any thrift store and pick out 15 different editions of Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, Return of the King, but you never see his first book, the one that kind of started it off. So I wanted to pick this up. Not the best condition, but like I said, it's the only one I've ever seen or noticed in the thrift store. So we picked that up. I don't know why this is in the stack. I'm not keeping this. I'm just keeping the case. I have been procrastinating. Anytime you find a cheap dual disc case, especially one that's PlayStation branded, you know, like, because you can get these pretty easily if you're just going through a music section, but to get them with the actual like PlayStation logo on it, you got to get an actual PlayStation game, oddly enough. So this is going to replace a case of mine that's really bad back there. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember where I got this from. We got Galaga. Possibly complete. It's always hard to tell with the small NES manuals in here. I don't want to take it out. I don't remember why or how I got this. It might have been an eBay pickup. I don't think I found it locally. Maybe I found it locally? That's the problem with not recording videos when you actually get the stuff. This was a spontaneous eBay purchase. This is Galak Z the Void and Skulls of the Shogun Bonafide Edition Platinum Pack. Wow, that's a long run-on title. But it's a double pack game. I picked this up on eBay because I noticed you can get it for like $17 brand new at GameStop, so I just looked on eBay because it looked like something I'd like, at least the top game, Galaxy. And I basically lowballed someone until they sold it to me. I think I got it for like $11 shipped. Oh, the one game I'm keeping that I haven't put away that was part of the GameStop buy 5, get them 50% off games. This is Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Didn't have it. Usually don't keep Zelda games, but I'm trying to open myself up to the ones that I might actually play. Alright, now that the older stuff is out of the way. Oh, might as well show you this. I got a original Megatron from Beast Wars. Unfortunately, I think he's definitely missing pieces, and I haven't looked up how to actually transform him, or, well, I know he's missing his head. So I would like to keep him in beast mode and just display him. But I can't even get him to, like, actually completely go into beast mode. So he's kind of, like, awkwardly just sitting here. I fiddle with him every so often trying to transform him. I just can't get it. I'm stubborn and I haven't looked it up for some reason. Picked this up as part of a bundle at the flea market last weekend. And it's still on my desk. It's a really bad shape Metroid 2 manual. Probably put a value on it of like $2 of what I paid. Some thrift store finds. Got some N64 games. Always cool to see cartridges at the thrift store. This was from during the week. Got Xena, Warrior Princess, Talisman of Fate, and a reasonably priced Mario Kart 64 Player's Choice. This was in the case, but it was only $10. And I actually purchased that along with an N64 and a controller, total for like $45. It was like $15 for the really nice stick Atomic Purple controller and a basic system with a third-party controller that came with it. So that's something you would have saw on the day-to-day. Stuff I found today, since it's sitting right here, got a Luigi Wii Remote. Unfortunately, this has some battery corrosion in it. I'm going to have to try and clean it out and try it out. I would like to keep this for myself because growing up, I was always I'm a single, I'm an only child. I'm a single child. That's a weird thing to say. I'm an only child, but I always end up being player 2 because I would play at my friend's house. So they'd get to be Mario, I'd be Luigi. So it was always cool to me. I always liked that brother better. Also from the flea market, Cartridge Games, we got Mario Duck Hunt and WrestleMania for $5 total. Picked it up mostly because I'm going to end up lotting all these cartridge sleeves together. I already have a decent amount of them. So picking up some games for a reasonable price that already have the sleeves, really decent deal for me. And you don't like to leave stuff like that behind at the flea market anyway. I don't, at least. I'm really procrastinating because I'm like about to get into like the nitty gritty of this pickup, but I do have some more other stuff I got on eBay. This was a $15 pickup. Capcom Classics mini mix. Little sticker damage on the front. It's actually sticker residue. It's not damage to the actual box, but came with Mighty Max. Mighty Max. Mighty Final Fight, which I didn't have another way to play, so it's kind of cool to have that. Strider and Bionic Commando, and it's a complete, Game Boy Advance game for $15. And like I'm like, do I show my Holy Grail, or do I show the expensive game first? I'm gonna show the Holy Grail first. For me, this was a Holy Grail. I've been looking for Castlevania Bloodlines in the clamshell complete for the better part of like 5 years now. The closest I ever got was I got to stand next to Rob Mitchell, the video game hoarder, as someone at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo sold him a sealed copy of the game for like $100. Now, I bought this one for $100. This was the pre-pandemic price. If you look on eBay, I don't know if it's going down now. I noticed some other prices coming down a little bit. But the game goes for anywhere between $150. I saw some that sold for over $250, possibly even $325, I think I saw. And that's just because it has it has this little insert and this little registration card, stuff like that. Stuff I don't give a damn about. But it's complete. Manual is nice. It's the color manual that came with this one. And it had a little sticker up on here that I was able to take off with very minimal damage. So, very nice condition. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. If I'm being honest with you, off the top of my head, as far as like games that I consider Holy Grail games for me, I really only have maybe one left, if I'm being completely honest with you and myself, and that's Magic Knight Rayearth, which is over $1,000 every time it's listed now, given it's selling for less, but all the sellers want over $1,000 at this point. One, I could have had it for like $350 back in the day. Not going to show you any of this stuff. That's just random toy bags that I haven't even looked through yet. Stop procrastinating. Show them the amazing find. So, this is going to be a long enough video. I'm not going to show it. I picked up a Wii Mini, the red and black one, obviously, and a PS3 and some bleh games with some controllers. That was the beginning of this deal. I paid $30 for that and asked them if they had any other stuff. A guy that's at a garage sale yesterday texted his girlfriend or wife, can't remember which, who was upstairs, who didn't want to come down because of, pandemic, and, it just makes sense. Don't be out there if you don't have to be. And she says that she has some Wii and PS2 games. Cool. He says to come back in a little bit because it's going to take her a while. She's not in any hurry. He's familiar with her work, So I go hit some other garage sales that just aren't open or aren't worth it. Come back in like 40 minutes, and he has this stack waiting for me. I'll play a clip right here of me getting to the car with that. So this just happened. I was actually questioning whether or not I'd put that clip in just because it kind of spoils the stack. It was a Wii Active. Oddly, it goes for like $30 right now, but that's just because pandemic, I assume. We got an incomplete Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, missing the manual. Trying to do these in like order of value. Or probably not. Tales of Symphonia. This is the player's choice. Complete. We got both digital Devil Saga games. I don't know how to put them on the screen so it's 1 and 2. I already had these, so these are doubles. Might check the condition, see if it's an upgrade. Still do not have the outer box for them, of course. Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, missing the manual, player's choice. Obscure the Aftermath, which I honestly thought was going to be worth a little bit more, but it's like a $10 to $15 game only. But this was in there. Now, I've said it multiple times on the channel, I don't do survival horror. Ever since I played Resident Evil 1 way back in the day, and I got to the point when the dogs jump out the window and I turn the system off, I just knew it wasn't for me. Fortunately, out of the entire stack of everything he just gave me, this is like the best condition out of everything. Manual's really clean. No issues with the art insert. No issues with the actual case. Disc is perfect. And at the time of me glancing at the prices yesterday, goes for $350 plus. So I didn't want to not shoot a video because I kick myself whenever I find something awesome, but I don't have a video to like commemorate it or to remember it. Like, I can't look back at the archives and be like, oh, this is me doing the pickup for that Pokemon deal, you know? Like, even though the other great find I had, the Vectrix 3D imaging glasses, it ended up not working. I still was able to trade for a decent amount of stuff for that. I'm happy I had a video for it, you know? So, I think I already explained why I've been gone. Mostly just... Actually, I didn't explain why I've been gone. I've been gone off YouTube because I found that I was able to still maintain the same levels of productivity I was during day-to-day without actually doing the day-to-day, to be honest with you. And not to be a numbers person, but the day-to-day videos just weren't doing the numbers that, like, just doing a weekend adventure used to do. Like, I could do a weekend adventure video and get almost 1,000 views, and I'd be lucky if a day-to-day video, which I feel has better content, but has a worse, oddly enough, has a worse title than Weekend Adventure and Video Game Hunting, and might get 100, you know? So, that's the splainin I had to do. Like the video. I don't know when I'll be back. Hopefully I find something awesome and I feel the need to show you guys. I would rather actually get more into like doing not like whole collection videos, like not like here's my game room again, here's my PS2 collection, here's my Switch collection, but more like videos about like certain parts of the collection and possibly talk about games I've actually played. There's a few of those, oddly enough. So, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, keep it real, internet. I love you guys. Future Cory, please post this.